In this video, we are going to derive the shape function and stiffness matrix for 1D bar element. So this is a 1D bar element. So I have considered this as element 1. So it has two nodes. It's a two-noded bar element. So it has two nodes. This is node number 1 and this is node number 2. And the displacements at node 1 is U1 and the displacement at node 2 is considered as U2. So for derivation, I have considered the length of the element as L. So first, for deriving the shape function, I am going to consider a trial solution of u is equal to a0 plus a1x. So this is the trial solution I have considered. This is a linear trial solution. In this, we are going to find out the values of a0 and a1 to find the shape function. So we have two boundary conditions. At this point, that is at node 1, the x is equal to 0 and at node 2, the x is equal to L. So these are the two boundary conditions. We already know that at x is equal to 0, u is considered as u1 because we have marked the displacement as u1. Similarly, at node 2, u is considered as u2. So I am going to substitute these two boundary conditions. This is boundary 1 and this is boundary 2 in this trial solution equation number 1. So first I am substituting boundary condition 1. So here u is equal to u1. So u, instead of u, I have used u1. So a0 plus a1 into 0 because the x value is 0. So here we can get u1 is equal to a0. So next I am going to substitute the second boundary condition. So this is boundary condition 2. So that is u2 is equal to a0 plus a1 instead of x. Here the x is equal to L. So it is u2 is equal to a0 plus a1 into L. So now this is my equation number 2 and this is my equation number 3. Now what I am going to do is I am going to convert these two equations as a matrix. So the matrix is u1, u2 is equal to, I am going to take the a0 and a1 commonly outside, 1, 0, then 1 and L. So this is my equation number 4. My objective in this derivation is to find out the value of a0 and a1 so that I can find out the shape function. So what I am going to do is I am going to bring this a0 and a1 to the left side, or I am going to keep the a0 and a1 in the right side, and I am going to take this matrix to the next side. So I have considered a0 and a1 here, and I have moved this 1, 0 and 1 L to the opposite side, so it becomes inverse matrix. Fine. So next I am going to find out the value of a0 and a1. So I am going to take inverse. So we know that for taking inverse of a 2 cross 2 matrix, we know that it is 1 divided by determinant of this matrix. So it is 1 into L minus 1 into 0. So this is 1 into L multiplied by 1 into 0. Next, inside the matrix, for these two values, we have to replace the values, and for these two, we have to change the sign. So it is L and 1, here it is 0 and here it is minus 1, and the right side vector is u1 and u2. Okay, fine. So this is the value of a0 and a1. So further we can simplify this. It is a0 and a1 is equal to 1 by L, L 0 minus 1, 1 and u1 and u2. So I am going to consider this as equation number 5. So next what I am going to do is I am going to substitute this equation number 5 in this equation number 1. So for that I am converting the equation number 1 into a matrix form. So that gives me u is equal to, because the equation 1 is a0 plus a1x. So I am going to keep the a0 and a1 in the outside to match with our equation number 5, and inside the matrix I will have 1 and x. Next I am going to substitute this A0 and A1 in this place. So I will get U is equal to 1x, then 1 by L, then I will get L 0, minus 1 and 1, then U1 and U2. So this is my equation. So I am keeping the 1 by L outside. Then I am going to multiply these two matrices. So it is L minus x, then it is 0 plus x, and outside we have U1 and U2. So I have done the simple matrix multiplication by multiplying this first row with the column, then first row with the second column here. Next I am going to multiply the L inside. So I will get L minus x divided by L, then x divided by L into U1 and U2. So this is my displacement equation, and the general equation for a shape function for any element, the U is equal to n1 u1 plus n2 u2. As it is a two noded element, we are stopping with n2 u2. If it is three noded, then it will go to n3 u3. So as it is two noded, I am stopping with this. Now I am converting this as a matrix. So it is matrix n1 n2, and in the right side I will have u1 and u2. Now we can compare these two equations. So we can see the similarity. In the left side we have u, and in the right side we have u1 and u2. So from this we can identify the values. The n1, this is my n1. So n1 is equal to L minus x divided by L. Similarly this is my n2, and my n2 value is x divided by L. So these are the two shape functions of 1D bar element. Next I am going to calculate the stiffness matrix K. So the stiffness matrix is generally denoted as the matrix square matrix K because it's a square matrix. The general equation for finding out the stiffness matrix K is equal to the integral of volume, the B transverse, that is strain displacement matrix, then D, this is stress strain relationship matrix, then B into dV. So this is the general equation for deriving the stiffness matrix for any elements. So first what I am going to do is I am going to calculate the value of B. The equation for B is dN1 divided by dx, then dN2 divided by dx, as it is a two noded element. So we know the value of N1 and N2. So I can calculate dN1 by dx. So if I calculate dN1 by dx, then I will get minus 1 by L. So I am going to differentiate this with respect to x. Then similarly dN2 divided by dx is equal to, I am going to differentiate this with respect to x. So I will get 1 by L. So first I am going to calculate the matrix of B. So my B matrix is minus 1 by L and 1 by L. Then my B transverse is transverse of this matrix. I'll get 1 by L, minus 1 by L and 1 by L. So we have calculated the B transverse matrix and B matrix. Next one is D. So D is a stress strain relationship matrix. The relationship between stress and strain is Young's modulus, that is E. Next I am going to change the volume integration to area. To change it, the integral of V dV can be represented as integral of A into dx. Okay, fine. So as it is 1D, we have considered the area here because it is of uniform area. So I am going to substitute everything in the first general equation. So my K is equal to integral of B transverse is minus 1 by L and 1 by L. Then the matrix D is Young's modulus here, so it is E. Then the B equation is minus 1 by L and 1 by L into A into dx. Next we are going to simplify this. So it is equal to, I am keeping A and E outside, and I am going to multiply the matrix first. So it is 1 by L square, then it is minus 1 by L square, then it is minus 1 by L square and 1 by L square into dx. So it is equal to AE by L square. So we can take the L square outside because it is commonly there. So it is integral of 1 minus 1 and 1 into dx. Next I am going to do the integration. So that is equal to AE divided by L square. This is a constant, so I am taking outside, and the integration is dx is x and the limits are 0 to L. Okay, because the length of the element is L. Now if I substitute the upper limit, I will get x here. So it is AE divided by L square 1 minus 1 and 1 and L. If I substitute the lower limit, then it is 0. Now I can cancel the L and L. So the K matrix is AE divided by L 1 minus 1 and 1. So this is the stiffness matrix of 1D bar element. Thank you.